The 2026 World Cup requires coordinating 16 cities across 3 countries, making it the largest logistical operation in sports history. Yet the entire spectacle depends on a strict set of physical rules that haven't changed in a century. It starts with the ball. FIFA mandates a precise circumference of 27 to 28 inches and a weight between 396 and 453 grams. This schematic maps out the rigid dimensions of the playing surface. Every official pitch must measure exactly 105 meters long by 68 meters wide. The target is equally exact. The goalposts are fixed at exactly 8 feet tall, spanning a width of 7.32 meters. Billions of dollars in infrastructure and television rights are poured into this event, but every outcome is eventually decided within these mathematical parameters. The human variables are just as tightly controlled. Only 11 players per side are permitted on the grass at any given moment. The clock offers no flexibility either. Regulation play lasts exactly 90 minutes, split into 2 45-minute halves, separated by a strict 15-minute break. To govern this system, the referee serves as the primary enforcer, relying on a simple whistle to manually start, stop, and pace the match. When players push the limits of those rules, the referee deploys the yellow card, the sport's universal visual signal for a formal warning. Because the speed of the modern game often exceeds human perception, referees now rely on VAR, or Video Assistant Referee. This sideline monitor provides a technological failsafe to review and correct human errors on the pitch. While the fundamental rules governing the match are currently static, FIFA generates growth by expanding the logistics surrounding the stadium walls. This map shows the geographical footprint of the 2026 tournament. For the first time, 3 host nations, the United States, Canada, and Mexico, will share duties across 16 different cities. The visual identity of the event reflects this 3-nation partnership, starting with the official Adidas match ball, designated the Triyonda. Even the mascots represent the shared hosting duties: Maple the Moose for Canada, Zayu the Jaguar for Mexico, Clutch the Eagle for the US. But the most massive logistical shift is this data model right here. The tournament roster is expanding from the traditional 32 teams, jumping to 48 competing nations. To accommodate Lextra squads, the teams are sorted into 12 groups of 4. This mathematical restructure generates 104 individual matches, stretching the tournament out to 39 days. Expanding the roster breaks a century of tradition. It transforms a localized sporting event into a month-long continental migration. Amidst this rapid geographical expansion, Mexico provides a vital historical anchor. By stepping in for 2026, Mexico becomes the first country in history to host the World Cup 3 separate times, following their solo efforts in 1970 and 1986. The centerpiece of this legacy is the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. When the games begin, this structure will become the first stadium on Earth to host matches across 3 different World Cup tournaments. Scaling a global event to this level relies on anchoring new growth within these proven, historic foundations. This stacked chart breaks down the financial engine powering the 2026 games. FIFA has allocated a total budget of $871 million for the tournament. From that pool, the financial incentives are heavily weighted toward the finals. $50 million goes directly to the winner, while the runner-up takes home $33 million. But the wider brackets offer a different kind of reward. Thanks to the 48-team expansion, 4 new nations, Cape Verde, Curaçao, Jordan, and Uzbekistan, will make their World Cup debuts. Opening 16 additional slots integrates new regions into the bracket, effectively adjusting the global sports hierarchy through direct representation. The ripple effects of this growing accessibility bring regional histories into sharper focus. India, for example, possesses a deep domestic legacy anchored by the Durand Cup, the oldest football tournament in Asia. The country experienced a defining golden era between 1951 and 1962, demonstrating international potential for the national squad. That legacy was built by trailblazers like Mohammed Salim, the first player from the subcontinent to join a European club, and carried forward by modern icons like Baichung Bhutia, who proved India's capability to play in international leagues. The North American expansion in 2026 establishes a template for FIFA's broad geographic strategy. linking the 2030 matches across Europe and Africa with the 2034 tournament in Saudi Arabia. From the fixed lines of a 105-meter pitch to a 48-nation continental spectacle, the 2026 World Cup shows that while the core rules remain static, the framework surrounding them has shifted to a historic scale.